Pooja ma'am, you can start.
Sir, just 5 minutes. Just, sir, 5 minutes.
Denu, just keep on playing video till these moderators are not ready. Keep on playing video. Make the live once again. Because this will come.
One student is supposed to join, sir. Just waiting for her to join.
Keep on playing the intro video for this Teachers' Day.
Good evening, Pooja ma'am.
Good evening, sir. Good evening.
Very happy Teachers' Day to you.
Good evening, everyone, for being there.
Good afternoon from Tunisia.
Let's start on time.
Yeah, sir. Just 2 minutes. After 2 minutes, we'll start. Yes, sir.
Right.
Good morning from Ghana.
थोड़ा सा फेसबुक लाइव करना है.
Kavya, all set. So after 1 minute, we need to start. Okay?
1 minute, ma'am. एक बार लाइव का वहाँ पर सिग्नल दिखाएगा ना तभी start.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Okay.
ऊपर में दिखाएगा लाइव.
जी जी जी. Yes, yes, sir. Over to Kavya.
Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes, but continue.
Good evening, our respected teachers and students. The galaxy of intellectuals, Your Excellency, invited guests, teachers, students, and my dear friends. How different is this scene? Feeling refreshed with cool environment out here. The light of the world, the beacon in the dark, and the hope that gives us strength to survive is our teachers. Today, we celebrate Teachers, a day kept aside to honor the gifted souls who work day in and day out to make sure that the future is bright for all of us. On this beautiful occasion, let us take the opportunity to convey our wishes to all our teachers who have given an impeccable contribution in shaping us. Let us welcome all our teachers with a big round of applause and commence this beautiful event dedicated to all our teachers.
Well, my first and foremost duty on the behalf of Idym Foundation that we welcome you all on our Happy Teachers Day 2022. To honor and celebrate our beloved teachers on this occasion, we would like to call upon our founder, Engineer Ravi Shankar sir, the sculptor of human character, a seasoned scholar and a navigator of the flagship of knowledge. मंजिल से जरा कह दो, मंजिल से जरा कह दो, अभी पहुंचा नहीं हूं मैं, मुश्किलें जरूर है मगर ठहरा नहीं हूं मैं. जिस बात को सर मानते हैं, on this note, I would like to welcome sir. Sir, please enlighten us with your inspirational word. Over to Ravi sir. Ravi sir.
नहीं मैम, मुझे कुछ ज्यादा कहना नहीं है.
थोड़ा सा बोलेंगे आज आप, थोड़ा सा तो आपको बोलना है.
Good afternoon, good morning, and good night also. Some people might be sleeping now. I don't want to say anything because already in front of us we have so many great people. So I don't think so. I am going to tell something to them. I am going to learn from them in this 2, 3, 5 hours, whatever time it is going to take place. All the best to everyone. Thank you, Pooja ma'am. I know you are going to rock the show.
Thank you, sir.
Mohammad Ali Shah also have joined. I think he is in airport. So
yes.
He is there.
Okay. अक्षर अक्षर हमें सिखाते हैं, शब्द शब्द का अर्थ बताते हैं, कभी प्यार से, कभी डांट से जीवन जीना हमें सिखाते हैं। शिक्षक दिवस की हार्दिक शुभकामनाएं सब एजुकेटर्स, इंटेलेक्चुअल्स, and all my dear friends and my elders who are here on this meeting on the Teachers' Day. Great teachers gives one strength. Great teachers refine great minds, and it is because students are not the only one who can be guided. For potential teachers, veteran and new, and grow to develop effective teaching by strategies based on teacher-centered transformational coaching. We must aim to cultivate and grow teaching skills by focusing on the teacher's self-improvement, which in turn produces positive students. It's any teacher's duty to encourage and inspire their students. On this note, I would like to welcome our first guest of honor of today's event, Major Muhammad Ali Shah sir, who is a motivational speaker, international TEDx speaker, who has given the highest TED talks till now. He has made all of us proud by his distinguished work in his numerous capacity, the men of distinct vision, and a fountainhead of illuminating ideas, an idol of knowledge and experiences, and inspiration to all of us. He was awarded a commendation card for his meritorious work, services to the nation. He has received the Special Jury and the Critics Award as the Best Actor in Kerala. What a versatility, sir! Organized by the Jai Hind TV channel in 2016. He also been awarded the Critics' Best Award in Australia. On this note, I would like to welcome you, sir, and we all are waiting for your inspirational words, sir. Over to you, sir.
Thank you. I'm just
I think some network issue on his side.
Can I get 5 minutes?
Yeah, sir. Please go ahead. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes.
Can invite Lieutenant Colonel Pradeep Khare, sir, in the meantime.
Yes, sir. Yeah. We'll do the needful. Yes, sir. We'll do the needful. I think he will be back with us. Now with this, I would like to invite my co-moderator, Sonal Jhaji ma'am. Sonal ma'am. Again, it's a teamwork and we need to work in collaboration with each other. I think she will join us. To move ahead with our program, I would like to invite Major Pradeep Khare sir, an army veteran, TEDx speaker, founder of Garibi Ki Gullak, author, and a YouTuber at the age of 55. I am really impressed, sir. For him, age is just a number. You are an icon, sir. I read your book, Unsung Heroes, which tells us that you can make your life purposeful and without any facility. With great energy, and we would like to hear you, sir. Over to you, sir. So much to learn from you today.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Perfectly.
Thank you, Dr. Pooja, for the wonderful introduction. And I'm so proud and feel honored to be given an opportunity on this IDYM Foundation platform, which has been led and founded and guided by Engineer Ravi Kumar, who is a visionary of his kind. And I can see his work day in and day out, how much he's supporting the learning process and what a variety of learning he's providing to people from all different countries, different ages, different backgrounds. A big salute to him and the entire team, which deserves commendation for today's program. Now, the topic which I am going to touch upon, this Teachers' Day, first of all, let me convey my congratulations, felicitations, greetings to all the viewers of today's program. It is a great day as we celebrate the birthday of Dr. Radhakrishnan. I am reminded of one incident of his life when some people from his village, he came to meet him in the Rashtrapati Bhavan. And there they requested him that you are the president of our country, you are from a village, and there is a boy who's not getting a job anywhere. So please help him, please recommend him to become a teacher somewhere. Dr. Radhakrishnan thought for a while, and he told them that teacher's job is very responsible. It is a very important job in society. I cannot recommend him to become a teacher. However, if you want, I can recommend him to become an MP or an MLA. This shows the importance of a teacher in our country, in our society. And that is why rightly we celebrate Dr. Radhakrishnan's birthday as Teachers' Day. Today on this platform, I take an opportunity to pay tribute to all my learned teachers, right from the school to college, and also a lot of other people who were not in the teaching profession, but who have inspired me, who have taught me a lot of things. Today, whatever I have acquired in my life, whatever I have done for the society, it is all because of my learned teachers. And I bow down to each one of them in reverence. I am reminded of what William Arthur Bard once said, and I quote, "A mediocre teacher tells, a good teacher explains, the superior teacher demonstrates, the great teacher inspires," unquote. And it is these great teachers of mine which have inspired me all through my life. Starting school, I studied in Christchurch Boys' School, Jabalpur. This is a Christian missionary school, and we had a number of very good teachers there. One of them, who I distinctly remember, was Dr. Donald D. Beatson. Mr. Beatson, he was an English teacher when we were doing CNA Cambridge. In that book, Macbeth, the original version by A.W. Verity. And he would teach us from that original text. Later on, I found that a lot of teachers, English teachers, they find it difficult to understand the Shakespearean language of these books in the original form. And they take the help of some Indian help books, which give the translated form or the interpretation, the explanation of what Shakespeare had written. So here was the man who taught us from the original text without taking the help of any reference book. And we as students understood everything so well, and we were able to answer the questions, reference to context, and whatever was taught, we would listen to it with rapt attention. That was the kind of teaching which you remember. He almost dramatized everything, whatever was there in Macbeth. Another teacher we had was Mr. Firoz D. Mistry. He was a physics teacher. And whenever he used to come to the class, he used to make the teaching so interesting. He used to make it so simple that all the concepts of physics which he taught us, I still remember them very clearly. It was not at all difficult to understand. As people say, most of the people say science is difficult and it is not easy to understand. But it was not so. We had another teacher, Mr. Goswami, who was a chemistry teacher. I remember he was the one who motivated me and guided me to prepare for the National Science Talent Examination. And there we had to make a project. So he helped me, guided me to write that project report, do all the experiments, and submit to the agency in Bombay for getting the scholarship sanction. After that, there was an interview, and the guidance which was given to me in preparing that project report at that young age was very useful. Because in that, they want you to do something original. It should not be copied from anywhere. Another incident which I remember in the school was we had a principal, Mr. Robinson. After I passed my class 11th, that is ICSE, my brother, younger brother, he was 8 years younger to me, and he just got admission in that school. And I have no hesitation in saying that I belong to a very middle-class family. My father was having a very simple job, but he was very particular about our education. He put all three of my siblings in the English medium school, that is the Christchurch school. When I was passing out from the school, I had cleared my class 11th exam and my brother got admitted. I went to the principal and I requested him whether it is possible for my brother to get a brother's concession. There was a brother's concession system in that school that if the two brothers are studying, the younger brother would get the concession, the fees. Now, I went to ask him, and the principal, without batting eyelid, he said, just write an application here only. He made me sit down in front of his table. I wrote the application for my brother's concession. He signed it, approved. Just imagine how much a teacher can go out of the way to help a deserving student. He would have clearly told, you have left the school. How can you ask for brother's concession? But here, I remember him till today. God bless his soul, wherever he is. But these are the people who've been so kind, who've been so considerate. I have learned all these values from them. After that, I joined St. Aloysius College, again in Jabalpur. That was again the missionary college. And the teachers which I found there, when I think about them, I find that they have become extinct now. That breed doesn't exist. And you will also concur with me when I describe to you what kind of teachers they were. We had one Professor Gaur. He was teaching us mathematics. Now, he was a teacher and I used to sit in the front benches. In the beginning, I had a habit of sitting in the front bench. So I would always respond to the teachers, whatever they're teaching. And since I used to respond in the class quite often, he developed a liking for me. And I used to go and ask him anything, anytime, whenever there was a doubt or a query, anything. And over a period of time, I developed so much of affinity with him that I used to go to his house anytime. Those days, we didn't have a mobile phone or even landline phone. So I knew where his house is in town. I used to go on my cycle, go to his house in the evening and study with him whatever was required to be done. During one such day, I cannot forget that day. It was about 8 o'clock in the evening. I parked my cycle outside his house and climbed up the stairs. As I entered his room, I found there were a number of guests, 5, 6 people sitting there, and he was talking to them. I opened the door, but then I thought that is the wrong time to come. So I said, sir, I'll come some other time. He got up and he came out. He said, नहीं ऐसा करते हैं अभी कुछ गेस्ट आए हैं चलो हम कहीं और चलते हैं वहां बैठ के पढ़ेंगे and he got down. He also used to come to college on a cycle incidentally. He started his cycle and we all, both of us, went on cycles to another student's house. He rang the bell and he told the mother of that student that we'll study here for some time. After about 1 hour, when we were both coming back on the cycle, Professor Gaur and myself, he told that today there was a meeting in the university and he said I had gone there and just about half an hour back, I had come to the house. I did not even get time to take my lunch. I was feeling so touched that here's a person, he is not taking any tuition fees. Mind you, there was no concept of tuition those days. But he was so much dedicated to teaching that he delayed his meals and he even didn't care that so many guests are sitting. He would like to spend time with them. Another professor was there of mine. He was Professor Bharti. One thing which I remember about him, he used to put on white kurta pajama all through the year. Mind you, it's a missionary college and this person used to come in kurta pajama all through. There was a time when I finished my BSc. From there, I got admission for MSc Mathematics in IIT Kanpur. So from there, those were the days we didn't have any reservation, computer and all these things. So since it came at a short notice, when I went to the station to board the train to Kanpur, he was there with 2, 3 students. He had come to the station to see me off and help me to put my luggage in the train. Can you imagine a teacher doing this? It was during college time, daytime. The train was at 1 o'clock. He took all the trouble to come from the college. And not only that, after seeing me off at the station, he went in the evening, he went to my home. He spoke to my mother. He explained to her that don't worry, your son has gone out for the studies for the first time, but he'll do well. So these are the kind of teachers which I don't think we can ever find that kind of teachers in the present day. We also had another teacher called Professor Daniel. He was teaching mathematics in St. Aloysius College. And having known my family economic condition, he once suggested to me that I should take tuitions of school children after college hours in the evening. So on his recommendation, I used to take tuitions in the evening from 5 o'clock to 8 o'clock in the evening. I would take home tuitions and earn some money to supplement my father's income. We also had a professor of physics. He was Professor Mukherjee. He was very strict as a teacher, as a professor. And one thing which I remember about his teaching, these days we find that the teachers come to the class and they start with, today we'll take this lesson, today we'll study about this. His style of teaching very different. I'll give you an example. Those of you who are students of science, you will know in physics, we have a concept of meter bridge. So he explained the concept of meter bridge, and in the next period, he asked the students, what are the shortcomings in this meter bridge? How we can make it more accurate? So the students, one by one, they kept on giving suggestions. He kept on noting down on the blackboard all the suggestions of the students. He probed into us. He made us think that how we can make it more accurate. After that, he discussed each and every suggestion one by one, whether it is feasible, whether it will make the equipment too cumbersome, and all these things. Later on, those which were possible, he put a tick mark. Those suggestions which are not possible, he crossed them. And finally, he said, after applying these corrections, these suggestions being implemented, now what we call is called Carey-Foster's Bridge. I still remember his class which he taught, Carey-Foster's Bridge. He did not start in the beginning that today we will study Carey-Foster's Bridge. So here is a person, a teacher, who started from one concept, and with the help of students, he made them think and arrive at the next concept. Apart from that, I had Professor H.P. Dikshit. I was very fortunate to have him as my teacher. He was a great professor. He became the Vice Chancellor of Jabalpur University, and finally he became Vice Chancellor of Idym in New Delhi. During the classes, I remember when he was teaching mathematics, he used to say one thing, that people say mathematics is a difficult subject. But his teaching was such, his method of teaching was such that he says, if you have to give a bitter pill to someone, you sugarcoat it and give it. So the person will never know that the pill was bitter. So that was his way of teaching mathematics, making it so interesting. In between the teaching, he would also involve give some information about the history of mathematics. He would tell about the life history of Ramanujan and so many other mathematicians, which would make the study very interesting. Besides these people who happen to be my teachers, I have only mentioned some of them. There may be many more of them, but because of shortage of time, we'll not go into the other details. I also wish to pay my tribute to some other people who influenced my life, but they were not my teachers by profession. The first is my parents. My father, Shri Raghav Ram Khare, he is no more, God bless his soul. He was the one who decided that he has to give very good, the best of education, put us in the best of schools in spite of his limited income. He stretched resources, financial resources, and he put us in the best school, which is Christ Church School in Jabalpur. Another habit which he had is he used to come back from the office at 5 o'clock in the evening. From 5:30, he would sit with me and my brothers, sisters, and he would make us do the homework of the school. Then he would teach us the topic of the next day, the lesson which was to be taught after that, so that when I used to go to the class the next day, I already knew what the lesson was. And I used to give very good response in the class. This he continued till class 9, from KG to class 9. He always ensured that every single day he would sit down with me, teach me, do the homework, help me do the homework, and so on. Another great teacher was my father's elder brother. I'll share with you an interesting incident as a teacher. He was a teacher by profession. He was the teacher of Hindi subject, and his classroom happened to be next to the principal's room in school. So once when he was teaching a lesson, one of the students of his class shouted, he cried as if somebody has hit him. And the cry was so loud that the principal came out from his office and entered the classroom. He was feeling that the teacher has beaten some student. So as he came near and he asked the student, he was crying, he was sobbing. He said, "What has happened?" And you know what the student said? In that lesson which he was teaching, there was a scene when one of the characters took poison and he died. The student got so much involved in the story, in the dramatization of the story by the teacher, that he felt so disturbed, he felt so sad that he cried out. So this is where the teacher touches the heart of the student. Besides that, I have found among so many other people, there is one Brahma Kumari, Sister B. Shivani. Most of you know it. She's an international speaker, a trainer. I have learned a lot of things from her. I am inspired by her, and her videos are full of learnings for life. I'll not touch upon the learning which she has given. I hope everybody knows that. Another great person is Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, who was the people's president. Whatever I have read about him, whatever I have listened to him, there is an ocean of knowledge. And the simplicity which he had, I have acquired, learned so many things from his life. The way he conducted himself, I think he was rightly called the people's president. Whatever learnings, and the best thing was, more than a president, even after relinquishing the office of president and during the tenure of president, he used to love addressing students of different colleges, universities. And finally, in the last day of his life, he was addressing students at IIM Shillong. Such great was a person. Another great individual was Dr. Dada J.P. Vaswani. Dada J.P. Vaswani is from Pune, and he is also a known personality at the national and international level. He has written so many books and given so many discourses. I have learned a lot from him. I even had the privilege of meeting him once, and he's a divine personality. Another person is Dr. Ujjwal Patni. He is a YouTuber, and he has made so many videos, and his videos are so much educative. They are touching upon each and every aspect of life. I consider him as my teacher. Another person is Professor Venkatraman. He was my HOD in National Defence Academy when I was posted there as an instructor. The kind of humility, the kind of simplicity which he had, and the depth of knowledge which he had is really praiseworthy. I have learned a lot as a teacher from the way he used to teach there. Another person whom I greatly revere is Brigadier Dwivedi. He happened to be the Central Commandant. He is from the Army Education Corps to which I belong. And Brigadier Dwivedi was so simple a person that after being Commandant of the AEC Training College and Center, he settled down in Pachimadi. I happened to be posted there as an instructor. So whenever he used to come to me, I used to talk to him, go and meet him. His simplicity was so much that I happened to meet him in the State Bank there. There was State Bank of India, and as a commandant, he always had the authority of summoning the bank manager to his office. But one day I went to the State Bank and I found him sitting in the manager's office. He had come to take some clarification about his pension there. And he was so simple, so humble in his behavior that people used to respect him a lot. Again, I have learned a lot of things from Amway Corporation. Amway Corporation, as you most of it, is a multi-level marketing organization which is known for, but there I have found I've been introduced to the best of books. The books which even professors of psychology could never tell me. One is The Magic of Thinking Big by David Schwartz. They recommended this book. I read it and I learned a lot from it. Another is The Power of Subconscious Mind by Dr. Joseph Murphy. Another is What to Say When You Talk to Yourself. And many more books which I read after being recommended by leaders of Amway Corporation. So this is how I have paid tribute to a lot of people, and I have only chosen some of them for shortage of time. I am once again thankful to all of you for giving me a patient hearing. Jai Hind.
Sonal man, unmute.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. That was wonderful. You have actually taken us all to the nostalgic moments of your childhood, and each and every journey has been captured in such a wonderful way with your parents' upbringing and parents being the first teacher in our lives. So that is what we say, that there are champions around us everywhere. We need to identify them. Champions are everywhere, but many people don't recognize them. They are the people who take on extraordinary struggles and obstacles with a spirit of determination that says, I am not giving up. I am not going to quit. I can do it. I don't know about you, but I'm humbled and inspired by their greatness. Champions are people who fight battles every day. They are the survivors. Maybe they are living in your house, or you know them from your work. Could they be a relative or a neighbor or someone in your community? When you look for champions, you will notice their humility. You will notice their empathy for others. You will notice their understanding, kindness, and gratitude while they are taking us along with them in their adventure. So, here's to all the champions of the world, the teachers, and the parents, and the teachers. Thank you for helping us see what faith, hope, and determination look like in practice. That was amazing, sir. Hats off to you. Salute. So, here I would like to call another, you can say, inspiring guest, and we would like to have some beautiful words of wisdom and gem learning, and that is none other than Mr. Colonel Vinod Parashar, sir. So, sir, I would like you to be on the spotlight and say some views of words. He is smiling, less worrying, more compassionate, less judgmental, more blessed, less stressed is what our next guest of honor believes. A defense officer having served the army in almost all war zones in his 33 years of illustrious service, retired in 2012 while serving in prestigious Army Academy. Presently serving in Patel Infrastructure Limited from last 5 years, heading security and vigilance and project administration. Salute to you, sir. So let us all learn from you and see what we can imbibe from you in our practical day-to-day life.
Thank you, ma'am. First of all, let me wish all the August gathering here and all the participants in the net a very good evening to you all. And it's a very proud moment for me to address on a very important topic on the Teachers' Day. And I thank Dr. Pooja for introducing me to this platform where I could share my thoughts on it. So Teachers' Day is not a very ordinary day. It's a very, very important day in our life. I remember in our times, there were only very few days. One was Independence Day, one was Republic Day, and one was Teachers' Day. And there was no other days like today. We have every day for each single event and every relative of our society. But earlier, there were only 3-4 days. And one of them was Teachers' Day. And this was the day where we could show our gratitude, our respect to our teachers. Till today, this day is being celebrated throughout the world. And it is a very humble way to tell our teachers that because of you, whatever you made us, whatever you taught us, not only professionally, not only education, you taught us how to behave, what should be our moral character, what should be our day-to-day behavior with our colleagues, our elders, our juniors, person who are weaker to us. These all things have been taught to us by our teachers. They made a very great impact on our mind, on our way-to-way doings, day-to-day doings in our life. I remember our school days, we had a teacher and we had great respect. Of course, he was a math teacher. And he used to take us to his village. He was known as Thakur Sahab. And we, couple of students, enjoyed the hospitality of his village. Entire village used to come and give respect to us and listen to us, and made us go around the village, see the wells. We saw the mango gardens, and there were chosas, mangoes, full of, a garden was full of chosas, and we enjoyed his hospitality. We saw the village life. We saw what difficulties were faced by village, how difficult is the routine of the village, how difficult is to raise a cattle, how to look after the cattle, how to look after the farms. It was it was very difficult, and earlier life, earlier infrastructure, compared to present day life and present day infrastructure, it was a great learning. I think that must be in his mind. It is better to take them to village to teach them how to manage your time, how to manage your resources, how to behave with the various people of various stature of life, and how to overcome the difficulties, how to overcome the shortage, how to overcome the shortcoming of many things, and how to be physically fit. There were no buses, no cars, and no good roads. They used to walk from one place to another, and they were physically very fit. And he indirectly conveyed the message that, you see, if you have to survive, you have to be fit mentally, physically, and your behavior and your every aspect. You should be you should have humanly approach. And he created a great impression on us, and we learned a lot from it. And this day is also a reminder of our great grand gurus from ancient time. Guru Vasishtha, Guru Guru Dronacharya, Chanakya, Guru Shankaracharya, Guru Vivekananda, Guru Govind Singh, Guru Nanak, and Gautamji. They are all gurus, spiritual gurus. They showed how should we lead our life, what should be the correct way we should be leading our life, helping people, what should be our satisfaction level, how to interact with people, and how much should you have to be a satisfied or a happy person. So these are spiritual gurus, and India was full of them. India was a great country. Our country was leading economy. We had Nalanda, which was a mine of knowledge. So our country is a great, he said, produced great gurus, and come to modern time now. Today also, our country has a lot of great teachers in there. You see our IITs, you see our IIMs, you see our schools. You see, the word is being led by the student, taught by the Indian teachers. They are the CEOs of many corporate world. Google, you take Microsoft, you take Pepsi, you like leading banks and so many other leading corporate sectors. Who's leading them? Indian students. Indians are leading them. Who taught them? Indian teachers have taught them. NASA is led by so many Indian scientists. Who imparted them teaching? Indians. Our IITs, our IIMs are doing great. They are the farmhouse of our great teaching. That is the produce they are producing is serving the world, serving the mankind. And we look at our teachers, not to mention about how can we forget about Abdul Kalam? He led us in missiles. Also, we are number one in space. Nobody can match our space profile. It is all due to good teachers, good intelligence, which is present in our country, in our soil. It is all due to, it is credit to the great teachers, great Indian teachers. Earlier, there were gurukuls. All the great people or students went to gurukuls where there was a teacher who was teaching them also about the nature along with the professional knowledge. He used to teach them moral duties, moral responsibility, social duties, social responsibility, how to connect with nature, how to deal with nature. And nature, all kind of nature, that is also the animals, the vegetation. Gurukul gave them what should be our domestic ritual, day-to-day routine. And it was a great learning. Gurukuls were the foundation of our education. Apart from our great knowledge of religion, professional knowledge, science. So all aspects of connecting the student with nature along with profession was being imparted there. The teacher was directly in connect with the students. He knew which student has what capability. Then he used to train me accordingly. So that was Gurukul. The Gurukul was replaced by schools. It was then by classes. Classes had different teachers, different subjects. So that involvement, the connect, started getting diminished. And of course, present day teachers and student relations, what I see now and what I see in our time, there's a lot of difference. No doubt, teachers have got a lot of pressure because of many factors, many factors. Teachers are working day and night. They are worried about their houses. They are worried about the commuting. Earlier, the commuting was not a problem. Now, the commuting is a problem. The traffic is a problem. The security is a problem. The children at home, she is conscious about. Then she is also conscious about the classes she has to take. But at the same time, if she's been able to deliver so much and give so much training, so much education to each other, that today also the students are getting 100 out of 100. So many grade A's and grade 90 plus, 80 plus. If their students are getting so much and teachers are able to give after so much of hardship, that's a credit and hats off to teachers. And I really admire them, and they make the first impression. You see, as somebody said, of course, parents are the first teachers, but the second teacher in our life is the school teacher. They are the one who are molding us, who are chiseling us. We are like a mud, heap of mud. We are like rocks. And they are the one who is chiseling us to a great fine statue, a great fine artifice. It's because of them. Had they not been there, we would have been loitering around here and there. We were nothing. So my administration and I admire administration for the teachers, and I want to just say about teachers that teachers should get involved to the level of the students. She should not be, or he should not be vengeful. But at the same time, she should not let the mistake go unnoticed. She should punish, but she should not do vengeance. Vengeance, punishment will harm the student, will harm mentally and physically. But punishment will improve the student, will make him realize the mistake. So there's a difference between vengeance and punishment. So at the students also, I want to convey, one should respect teachers, one at all level. You should be resilient, and you should be more, you should be more bearable. यानी ये नहीं कि एक थोड़ा सा डांट पिटी रोने चढ़े गए, पापा को दिखा दिया, पापा आ गए जी क्यों, वही क्या है. And this is no, this is harmful. This is not good for students. But teacher is there to correct you. You must have done something wrong. That's why she has said, you take it in that spirit. Why you have to contest with the teachers? I'm not of that school where you contest with the teacher. I remember if our parents were called, we were very scared, and parents also raised eyebrow. ये बुलाया तो ये कुछ गदरी किया होगा. So we were always ready कि आके थप्पड़ ना खाना पड़े, पिटाई ना हो. But luckily, we had a great reputation. I was a very good hockey player, badminton player, football player, and we used to manage all the school activities all by ourselves, including stage making, athletic ground preparation. We used to do, students used to do. Nowadays, I see you call the contractor and he's doing everything. No, students should do it. It is the students' responsibility. They should take part in school activity. They should arrange. They should do it themselves. Why you have to get the infrastructure from outside? You produce your resources. You do what school has. That should be within your resources. You produce something. You can do it. And the pomp and show is not required. It is the meat which should be there. In our time, we used to do a shramdan in one day. We used to clean the schools. We used to clean their shops, and that was also a routine. Why we are forgetting those good aspects of teaching? We should restart them. And at the end, I only want to communicate to all students. We should remember our teachers. We should communicate with them. We should be in touch with them, right? I am in touch with my 3 teachers, and they feel very, very proud, and they feel very, very happy when I wish them, sir, how are you? They're 80 years old, they're 85 years old. But when they say, when I call them, they may feel happy. So it is question of making them happy. By remembering them, we tell them, we still remember you. We thank you for whatever you have imparted. That is our way of respecting them. At the same time, if economically we can help teachers, if there is a requirement, we should also help them. It is not that he teaches them now or taliyan bana ke chale jao. No, if there is some teacher which requires our help, then we should definitely help them. And we are at a position, whoever is at a position where they can help, they should help them. Not only physically, not only financially, but also if they can help their wards in giving them an elevated platform in education or otherwise, whatever help you can give, you should impart that assistance to it, a way of gratitude, your gratitude to the teaching they have done to us. So in the end, India is a great nation. We had great teachers. We still have great teachers, and we have great students. India, our education system is very good. Earlier education system was excellent. We should not forget the basic ethos and cultural heritage, our moral values, our moral characters. If a teacher can build in those aspects, can instill these qualities in student will be a great nation. A great nation is reflection of great teachers. So in the end, I salute my teachers and I wish the present teacher all the best and Jai Hind. Thank you.
Yeah, that was amazing. You have actually you have actually assimilated all the ingredients that are required to be poured to get a proper chemical reaction. That is, each and every child needs something that is non-academic learning, which normally is not taught in the schools. So before I just say a few words about you, what you have said is there are many other things educators need to practice, because here we have children here. The children also listening to all the stalwarts over here. So there are many other things.
Recording in progress.
There are many other things educators need to practice. Children will follow what we preach, and preach with the magical realism. Not only events, but many other behavioral aspects too. That is called as sincerity, integrity, and right approaches toward the ethics. When higher authorities do not follow the right methods, the educators pick up those and it is transmitted via the educators to the children. So it is a kind of a learning ecosystem. That is, we have to create a learning ecosystem, a healthy one, that is, if we need to see the change, and the change must start at the ground level. So before I just hand over to my co-host, I would just like to say some few lines. I was just going through your profile, sir. Smiling and less worrying, more compassion and less judgmental. So just small हिंदी के कुछ अच्छे से words आपके लिए. उलझने है बहुत, मगर सुलझा लिया करता हूँ. और फोटो खिंचवाते वक्त मैं अक्सर मुस्कुरा लिया करता हूँ. क्यों नुमाइश करूं अपने माथे पर शिकन की, मैं अक्सर मुस्कुरा के इन्हें मिटा दिया करता हूँ. क्योंकि जब लड़ना है खुद को खुद से ही, तो हार जीत में कोई फर्क नहीं रखता हूँ. हारूं या जीतूं कोई रंज नहीं, कभी खुद को जिता देता हूँ तो कभी खुद से जीत जाता हूँ. जिंदगी तुम बहुत खूबसूरत हो, इसीलिए मैंने तुम्हें सोचना बंद और जीना शुरू कर दिया है. That is what your profile says, sir. Wonderful. Thank you, and deep respect and salute. Thank you. Next, I would like to hand over to Pooja. Pooja, please take over.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Sonal. Thank you, Sonal. What a delivery and the way you have expressed. And I do agree with sir that we need to have a contact with all the teachers which we have learned. Not only in school and colleges, we learn daily. We come across so many people like on our journey of life. So learning never stops. We should be a learner and we should acknowledge each and every person from where we are learning. On this note, I would like to call our next speaker, I think, who was with us, then but due to some network issue, he doesn't join the meeting. So I would like to welcome our Major Muhammad Ali Shah sir, who is a motivational speaker, international TEDx speaker, and so on. He has made us all of us proud with his acting and so. So over to sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. So sorry, I am at the airport, so I'm just catching connecting flight, but I will keep it very, very brief. And firstly, heartiest congratulations to everyone on Teachers' Day a day in advance, though. And I just heard my senior speak, Colonel Vinod Parashar and Colonel Khare. And I have learnt a lot while hearing them itself. So happy Teachers' Day to you as well, sir. And I would recite a letter which Abraham Lincoln had written to his son's teacher. And by the means of that letter, the emotions are so strong, it is conveyed very easily. So when Abraham Lincoln's son was starting school, he wrote to his son's teacher, "My son starts school today. It is all going to be strange and new to him for a while, and I wish you would treat him gently. It's an adventure that might take him across continents. All adventures that probably include wars, tragedy, and sorrow. So, dear teacher, will you please take him by his hands and teach him things he will have to know. Teaching him, but gently if you can. Teach him that for every enemy, there is a friend. He will have to know that all men are not just. All men are not true. But teach him also that for every scoundrel, there is a hero. For every crooked politician, there is a dedicated leader. Teach him that for 5 cents earned is far more value than a dollar found. In school, teacher, it is far more honorable to fail than to cheat. Teach him how to laugh when he's sad. Teach him there's no shame in failure. Teach him there can be glory in failure and despair in success. Teach him to gracefully lose and to enjoy winning when he does win. Teach him the wonder of books, but also give him quiet time to ponder about the extreme mysteries of birds in the sky, bees in the sun, and flowers on a green hill. Teach him to have faith in his own ideas, even if everyone tells him they're wrong. Try to give my son the strength not to follow the crowd when everyone else is doing it. Teach him to listen to everyone, but teach him to have sublime faith in himself, because only then will he always have sublime faith in mankind, in God. This is the order, teacher, but see what best you can do. He is such a fine little boy, and he is my son. These are the wordings which Abraham Lincoln wrote to his son's teacher, and this is what he expected from him. And let me tell you, thank you very much, iPhone 10, Pradeep sir. Thank you very much, Khai sir, for your wonderful comments over there. And incidentally, I just gave a TEDx talk at TEDx Ames, Raipur. And I am now catching a flight to Coimbatore, where I'm driving up to Ooty to meet my old teachers tomorrow, by the way. So that is the emotion and the bonds. Thanks, Idym. That is the emotion and the bonds that we have with our teachers. We are having our 25th reunion tomorrow after passing out from school. And what better than on Teachers' Day, and what better than doing this webinar with you all. So since we are having a reunion, I would like to say one more thing. The topper of the class is a happy homemaker. The backbencher of the lot is a successful and a wealthy entrepreneur. The fiery fashionista is a dreaded lawyer. And the shy Joe is a popular writer. The one who often failed in maths paper is a very famous fashion designer. And the boy who often stood outside the class is a respected army officer. The reunion taught me that people come in different shades and never judge a book by its cover, because every child has a different success story. Now, this was taught to us by our teachers. So tomorrow I am physically going there to pay my respects to my teachers. And there are various videos of mine. I have a YouTube channel by my name, Muhammad Ali Shah. You can watch the videos there. And the tribute that I have given on television to my teachers, which I gave today after my TEDx talk, is also there. Thank you very much. And everybody, you're doing a great job. Keep up the good work. This group shines on. Jai Hind.
Thank you so much, sir, for inspiring and energetic speech. And I like the spirit as you're standing on the airport, the kind of energy you have, and you are a rock star. You are a rock star, and I do agree that the teacher should not only teach to the classes. As a teacher, we need to go beyond the class. When we teach them the ethics, the wisdom, then only we can be called as a group, as a true teacher. Teach him to love, teach him to have faith, blind faith in himself. Teach the patience. And this is what is required in today's time, I think, sir. And I'm overwhelmed. I'm so happy to listen to you. And I think those who are present here will agree with me. Thank you once again, sir, for being there and for sharing your valuable time with us. Now, moving ahead with our next speaker for today's, I would like to call Brigadier Vinod Datta, sir, an army veteran. Vinod Datta, sir.
He is facing some problem. He will be joining soon.
Okay, sir.
Network
Okay.
is there.
Okay, sir. So we'll begin our cultural program, and I would like to hand over the stage or the virtual platform to my dear student Adiba Khan, Now over to you, Adiba. Now you are going to proceed with our next cultural program. Over to you, Adiba.
Thank you, ma'am. Without much delay, we'd like to start with our program. Kavya, do you feel some turbulence around here?
Yes, I do. The heartbeats have gone up, and everyone is eager to sink into the depth of music, song, lights, and joy. Well, here you are. Today, we will have a rainbow of cultural programs prepared under the able stewardship of our teacher, Dr. Pooja. In our tradition, we always start program with prayers in hope of good luck. So, let's start our program with a beautiful dance by Ashia. Ashia?
Is the screen visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, we can see.
That was indeed a lovely performance. How captivating. Poetry of footsteps, a blend of cosmic tunes, and a divine music. Thank you, Ashia. Such a beautiful performance.
The whole
Ariba?
art of teaching is the only art of awakening the natural curiosity of young minds for the purpose of satisfying it afterwards. On this note, we would like to have Mr. Minit Mathukia for a speech.
Dear audience, my name is Meher Mathukia. I study in Relabong High International School in Vadodara. Today, I am delighted to speak about Teachers' Day. I call it Teachers Appreciation Day because on this day, we get an opportunity to thank and appreciate our beloved teachers. Our teachers are more than our real heroes. They work hard for us and pour their heart and soul into not only educating students but also making good citizens out of them. Dear audience, a teacher is like a candle who burns herself to light up the whole world. I, as a student, feel this all the time. I would never have been what I am today without the guidance of my teachers. My dear teachers, I am always in your debt. And one thing I can promise on behalf of all my friends is that we will try to become the best versions of ourselves and work hard to make you feel proud about us. In the end, I would like to salute our teachers with a little poem. You teach us the values. You are our mentors and also our guide. You are the reason why we always shine. With your knowledge and wisdom so vast, you're always there to lend a helping hand. You're more than just a teacher, you're a guide. You are someone whom we can always confide. We love you all. Happy Teachers' Day.
A teacher burns herself. She's like a candle to light up the whole world. Very well spoken, Millet. Thank you so much for the speech.
Now, I would like to call Ananya to present Teachers' Day Guru Vandana and instrumental music.
Good morning, everyone. Myself, Ananya Doku of Billabong High International School, and today I would like to dedicate Guru Ashtakam song to all my beloved teachers and an instrument played by me. Sariram surupam tata kalatam yasacharu chitram dhanam merutulyam मनश्चेन लग्नं गुरुरङ्घ्रिपन्मे तद किं करत्रं धनं पुत्रपौत्रादि सर्वं गृहं भाण्डवा सर्वमेतदिराजम् मनश्चेन लग्नं गुरुरङ्घ्रिपन्मे तद किं षडङ्गादिवेदो मुखे शास्त्रविद्या कवित्वादिगद्यं सुपथ्यं करोति मनश्चेन लग्नं गुरुरं विपन्ने तत किं विदेशेषु मान्या स्वदेशेषु धन्य सदाचार्यवृत्तेषु मातो न चन्य मनश्चेन क्षमामण्डले भूपालवृन्द सदा सेवितं यस्य पदम् मनश्चेन किं यशो मे गतं दीक्षु दान प्रताप जगद्वास्तु सर्वं करे यत्प्रसाद मनश्चेन लग्नं गुरुरं विपन्ने तत किं न भोगे न योगे न वावाधिराज न कान्तामुखे नैव वित्तेषु चित्तम् मनश्चेन विपन्ने तत किं अरण्ये न वासस्य गेहे न कार्ये न देहे मनो वर्तते मे तनग्रे मनश्चेन लग्नं गुरुरं विपन्ने तत किं ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः.
Ananya, you can remove your backdrop so that you are visible better.
Yeah, ma'am, 1 second.
Yes. Yes, continue.
Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parat Brahma, Tasmai Shri Guru Ve Namah. Happy Teachers Day, everyone.
Thank you so much, Ananya. That was really wonderful. I still feel like lost in those melodies with notes. And actually, Rajput sir has commented that he has a wish list in which he want to learn guitar. And not only sir, I do also have a wish list in which I want to learn and play. Really awesome. Thank you so much, Ananya.
Teachers are the ones who mold us into great human beings and teach us how to be a better person in our life without expecting anything in return, just our successful life. So it's our duty to thank them. For that, I would like to call upon Hia Shah.
Good evening. My name is Hia Shah. I am from grade 5A. Today I am dedicating a dance performance to all my lovely teachers.
Thank you for the graceful and cute performance here.
Thank you.
What a performance. Yeah, everyone who are present here and the students, the way they are handling today's session, it is remarkable. I would like to call upon our dearest Rajput sir, the spark, the inspiration, the guide, the strongest pillar of Idym Foundation, to share his thoughts on this beautiful occasion of Teachers' Day. Rajput sir?
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
I am here. Thank you so much, Dr. Pooja ma'am, for giving me once again this wonderful opportunity. My gratitude to Engineer Ravi sir for providing me such a wonderful platform, which has really always inspired everybody. And today, 111 speakers, 111 countries, it is going to make a record. I'm not talking about the record because I'm talking about the word of wisdom which will be coming from the 111 speakers from 111 countries. I'm sure everybody will really love to listen to them. I was very carefully listening the three eminent personalities who are Colonel Pradeep Khare sir, Colonel Parashar sir, and of course our lovely friend Muhammad Ali Shah sir about their words of wisdom. I was so inspired by the wonderful tribute given by the children's. So they always inspire me. Right. Now coming to the special day which we are celebrating and we are paying respect to the Gurus, I always say, whatever we are, it is only the sheer advantages and sheer things are there which has been given to us by our Gurus. If they would have not been there in our life, in the initial stage of the life and the overall, we would have not attained this position. Now, let me also speak about you because our Indian culture is one of the best culture. The Nalanda University, which Parashar sir was talking about it, it's a 427 years old, and in the 427 AD it was there. And many students from the entire world, they used to come, they used to learn from this. Takshila University is one of the most renowned university of the entire world. We have one of the very wonderful person, the poet who has written about the Guru in the year 1398 from Varanasi. Varanasi is basically from UP, eastern part of the UP, and he is Sant Kabir Das. He has written that Guru Govind do khade kako lago paye, balihari Guru apne Govind diyo bataye. It's very, very simple that in front of us, the teacher is standing and the God is standing. To whom shall I first worship? I must be worshipping to the teacher because he has given us that knowledge that where the God is. So this is the beautiful thing, and it is there in our wonderful Indian culture. We also say about it, one of the another doha which I really remember, which I'm sure everybody will love to have. Guru Paras ko antaro janat hai sab sant, wo loha kanchan kare, ye kriye le mahan. I like to translate it in the English for the viewers who are listening here. They said that Paras Patthar in Hindi we say, but in the English it is known as the philosopher's stone. So what is the difference between the Guru Paras ko antaro, janat hai sab sant? The teacher only tells us what is the difference between a normal thing and with the stone. Wo loha kanchan kare ye kriye le mahan means a teacher, he shines us from an iron to the gold. That is the beauty of the philosopher's stone, and that is the beautifulness of our teacher who makes us to shine from a rotted or the rusted iron to this level and making us as a gold. That is the thing which is there in the by the teachers, and that's why we all give a lot of tribute on the National Teachers Day on 5th, which is tomorrow. But this should not be confined only for one day. Every day is a teacher's day, because in every sphere of the life, we have our teachers who keeps on guiding us, who keeps on inspiring us, who keeps on motivating us, so that we should keep on adding something which is very, very important. We all agree with me that due to the part of the COVID, lot many things has changed. The NAP guidelines have started coming out, 2020 guidelines. Now 10+2 have been changed to different parameters, or 3 different parameters. But why these guidelines have been changed? Because even the constitution, even the government, they want that the students which are coming in the future, they should be there in front of the entire world. They should be facing the entire world. We also understand the pain which the teachers has taken. Because why I say about the pain? Because when the teacher goes to the classroom, the teacher becomes obsessed of teaching. The teacher never ever remembers what is happening in the home, what is happening nearby areas. What is, one second please, Ritu. Sorry, I had the grandson has come, so he's shouting. I'm so sorry. So I'm coming back to the thing of section part, right? So when a teacher is in the class, right, she or he is totally obsessed to teach the student, because a teacher never wants that if the 40 students are there in the class, teacher always inspire the last student of the class that he or she should be getting the marks which is required. So that obsession towards making the things happen, the obsession toward the excellence is the beauty of each and every teacher. And in this changing COVID scenario, which has taught every teacher to be more humble, to be more humiliative. I was listening the word of Colonel Khare sir. He said that nowadays, the things are different. But I always say, nowadays, the teachers have become more humble, more compassionate, more humiliating, because there is not a competition. They want that the students should be coming to the basic way, and they should be making the teachers proud, making the schools proud. Because today the changing roles is according to the situation by the teachers. So the teachers keeps on evaluating the situation. The teachers keeps on changing the situation. And since many students, many children, they are listening this wonderful meeting. And I'm sure I like to highlight it here that the students, please have lot of love, care and respect for the teacher. Heart to heart, teacher may be little strong, teacher may be very harsh. But teacher doesn't want to be harsh, because she or he wants that you should be a glittering star in the galaxy of Andromeda in the entire world. That is the beauty of a teacher, which always makes the thing. Today, the teacher is not only a teacher, teacher is a mentor. Teacher is a guide because teacher wants that her or his student should be the best of the best student in the entire school. That is the beauty of the teacher. Teacher is a wonderful organizer. Teacher is a researcher. She keeps on researching the different ways of teaching the student. What are the new? Think about the teacher. She takes care for the home. She takes care for the entire different requirement. But when she comes to the school, she only think one thing as an obsessed person, that how my class should be shining in the school. She's a beautiful, or he's a beautiful creative thinker. She and he is a counselor, implementer, participant. They keep on participating the way it is required, and a wonderful listener, because when the teacher listens, she is able to guide in a much beautiful and basic way. She's also a good learner. He's also a good learner because the time is changing, technology is changing. We talk about the blended learning. We talk about the collaborative learning. We talk about so many learning. The teacher has changed the gear. And my, once again, respect to the teacher, because in many of the occasions when I keep on coming, I keep on learning from them. I like to highlight the last point from the Indian mythology, or I will say again from Kabir Das ji, who is one of the very, very important personality. And I'm sure the people who have heard about it or who understand the Hindi, they know about the importance of the Kabir Das ji. He said, Guru Kumhar, शिश कुंभ है गड़ी गड़ी काड़े कोट अंतर हाथ सहार दे बाहर बाहे चोट. Means Guru Kumhar Shish Kumbh hai, because the teacher is a potter and the student is like a pitcher. So when you go to see the thing, how the potter makes the pitcher, what the potter does, the potter keeps on putting a small pressure from the outside, but from the inside, a potter keep on supporting it so that the picture should be very beautiful and everybody should love to that. So that is the beauty of the teacher, because the teacher always pad and always make the things happen. So with this, my great tribute to all the wonderful teachers who are here and who are admiring on this special National Teachers Day, with lot of respect, with lot of gratitude to Dr. Pooja ma'am, to Sonal ma'am, Idym, and all the wonderful teachers who have joined, who are listening directly or indirectly. But because this is a heartfelt thanks for giving me this opportunity. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I'm blessed once again.
Sir, I would like to answer you have highlighted the word of the Guru for the Parasmani and whatever. So for you, for your words of wisdom, I would like to say some few words. गुमनामी के अंधेरे में था, पहचान बना दिया, दुनिया के गम से मुझे अनजान बना दिया, उनकी ऐसी कृपा हुई, गुरु ने मुझे एक अच्छा इंसान बना दिया. To sum up all what you have said, this is what Guru does, light the lamp in the dark house, and that is what the teacher does. Thank you so much.
Definitely, Sonal ma'am, you have summed up in such a beautiful way, indeed, and all my gratitude to all the educators who are present today on this meeting or on this occasion of Teachers' Day celebration. Thank you once again. Over to Adiba to continue with the cultural program.
The whole art of teaching is the only art of awakening the natural curiosity of young minds for the purpose of satisfying it afterwards. Now I would like to call upon Diti for a poem. Diti, are you with us?
Yes, she is there. Yeah.
Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Guru De Namaha. गुरु ही ब्रह्मा है, गुरु ही विष्णु है और गुरु ही भगवान शंकर है. गुरु जी ही साक्षात परम ब्रह्म है. ऐसे गुरु जी को मैं प्रणाम करती हूँ. The light of the world, the beacon in the dark, and the hope that gives us strength to survive is our teacher. Today, we celebrate Teachers' Day, a day kept aside to honor the gifted souls who work every day to make sure the future is bright for all of us. September 5th is the birth anniversary of one of the most modern, notable teachers and philosophers, the late S. Radhakrishnan, who was independent India's second president. We have been observing it ever since his passing away as our country's Teachers' Day. Just as a country is as good as its people, so its citizens are as good as their teachers. Therefore, a great deal depends on you, teachers, and I salute you. All of your passion, dedication, commitment, and contributions. It is a teacher who sees a statue in the stone block. It is he who identifies a spark in a child and turns into fire. And surely the student is a bank where you deposit your most precious treasures. Teachers who inspire realize there will be rocks in the road ahead of us. There will be stumbling blocks or stepping stones. It is all depends on how we use them. Even during the pandemic, our teachers did not take a break. I'm grateful to our teachers for giving us love. It is a great honor for me to give this speech and express my gratitude and respect towards my teachers on this auspicious day. We will always be your students no matter how big we become. Thank you, teachers, for always staying with us. I would like to end my speech with a beautiful poem. दिव्य ज्ञान की ज्योति जलाकर मन को आलोकित कर दो, मुझको विद्या का धन देकर जीवन को सुख से भर दो। न शब्दों का ज्ञान न अर्थों की गहराई ही आती है, इस दीपक में तेल नहीं केवल इसमें बाती है। जो अज्ञान का तप है मुझ में अपनी आभा से भर दो, दिव्य ज्ञान की ज्योति जलाकर मन को आलोकित कर दो। नवल चेतना नव प्रकाश की मुझको कमी अखराती है, गुरु का जब आशीष मिले तब पाँव के नीचे धरती है। दान दया आशे वचन का मेरे शिक्षक गुरुवर दो, दिव्य ज्ञान की ज्योति जलाकर मन को आलोकित कर दो। शिक्षा रूपी दीप शिखा का हो प्रकाश घर आंगन में, मानव के पुष्प मनोहर खिले रहे मेरे मन में। सद्विचार की शक्ति भरी हो वाणी को ऐसा स्वर दो, दिव्य ज्ञान की ज्योति जलाकर मन को आलोकित कर दो। बिन गुरु यह जीवन है ऐसा जैसे सृष्टि अधूरी है, जिनने गुरु को पाया उसी की सारी इच्छा पूरी है। द्वारा तुम्हारे खड़ा हुआ हूँ, ज्ञानो देव वाला हो कर दो, दिव्य ज्ञान की ज्योति जलाकर मन को आलोकित कर दो। दिव्य ज्ञान की ज्योति जलाकर मन को आलोकित कर दो, दिव्य ज्ञान की ज्योति जलाकर मन को आलोकित कर दो। धन्यवाद।
That was a really sweet poem, Didi. Thank you so much for being here with us. हमारा मार्गदर्शक बनाने में, हमें प्रेरित करने और हमें वो बनाने में जो हम आज हैं, शिक्षक आपका धन्यवाद. Now I would like to call my classmate, my friend Reena, for a speech in Hindi.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Reena Sesat from Billabong High International School, Vadodara. भविष्य का निर्माता शिक्षक, ज्ञान का दीपक मेरा शिक्षक, नित्य नए प्रेरक आयाम लेकर हर पल को भव्य बनाता मेरा शिक्षक। शिक्षक के बिना हम शिक्षा को प्राप्त नहीं कर सकते। हम अपने जीवन में कितने बड़े और कामयाब इंसान क्यों ना बन जाए, लेकिन हमें अपने शिक्षक को कभी नहीं भूलना चाहिए। शिक्षक एक पेड़ की तरह होते हैं जो अपने विद्यार्थियों पर ज्ञान की छाप हमेशा बनाए रखते हैं। आज डॉक्टर सर्वपल्ली राधाकृष्णन का जन्मदिन है। डॉक्टर सर्वपल्ली राधाकृष्णन राष्ट्रपति बनने से पहले एक महान प्रतिष्ठित शिक्षक थे, इसलिए आज उनके जन्मदिन को शिक्षक दिवस के रूप में मनाया जाता है। अध्यापक को देश और समाज का गौरव माना गया है। शिक्षक एक ऐसा व्यक्ति है जो आने वाली पीढ़ी को विकसित और उन्नतिशील देश के लिए योग्य शिक्षा देकर एक योग पीढ़ी को तैयार करता है। एक शिक्षक हर समय अपने ज्ञान को बढ़ाता है ताकि वह अपने विद्यार्थियों पर एक उच्च शिखर की पहचान बना सके। वह हमेशा यही प्रयास करता है कि वह अपने बच्चों के लिए एक अच्छे मार्गदर्शक बन सके। हर किसी एक बड़े राजनेता, कलाकार, डॉक्टर, इंजीनियर, किसान, सैनिक के पीछे एक शिक्षक की ही मेहनत का परिणाम होता है। एक शक्तिशाली और विकासशाली देश में शिक्षक का एक अहम हिस्सा होता है। शिक्षक हमारे जीवन में ज्ञान प्रदान करने के साथ ही एक जीवन को दिशा भी देते हैं। शिक्षक ज्ञान के स्रोत हैं। मैं अपनी कुछ पंक्तियों के साथ अपने व्यक्तित्व को विराम देना चाहूंगी। ज्ञान का दीपक जलाते, भय को जीवन से मिटाते, आदर्शों की मिसाल बनकर हर किसी के जीवन को संवारते, प्रेरणा के स्रोत बनकर नई राह वो दिखाते, संचित ज्ञान की खोज से हमारे जीवन को भर देते। प्रेम सरिता की बनकर धारा हमारा भविष्य संवारते, संघर्षों का सामना करना सिखाते, भीड़ में हम कभी खो ना जाए, हमको हमसे ही मिलाते, अपने ज्ञान के प्रकाश से प्रज्वलित करते सबका जीवन, हमारा जीवन सफल बनाते, ज्ञान का दीपक वो जलाते, मेरे शिक्षक को कोटि कोटि नमन। धन्यवाद।
Thank you, Tina. Very well spoken. Our Hindi teacher will be very proud of you. Kavya?
Am I audible now?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Drina. Thank you, Adiva. A good teacher is the one who can inspire hope, ignite imagination, and instill a love of learning. Thank you for being a brilliant teacher. Now, I would like to call Mannat for her performance.
A teacher plants the seeds of knowledge, sprinkles them with love patiently, nurtures their growth to produce tomorrow's dreams. With this beautiful quote, want to welcome everyone present here on IDYM India TV live to celebrate one of the most significant day, yes, Teachers' Day. Everyone may agree that teachers are extremely important in determining the destiny of the nation. With profound respect and sincere regards, Ambassador Manat Pankular from India want to extend courteous congratulations to all the educators and teachers for always being a guiding light and a ray of hope in our lives. And Dil se dhanyawad to my favorite Ravi sir, founder IGYM Group of Companies, for motivating me, inspiring me, trusting me, and having me here on this international platform with 111 speakers and 111 countries. Year 2022, theme for Teachers' Day 2022 is Teachers Leading in Crisis, Reimagining the Future. Teacher is a multitasking educational rock star who lives to inspire, and loves to encourage. Teacher. Teaching is the profession that creates all other professions. Teachers do not just teach a subject, they teach a child and are like a ladder that carries students like us step by step towards our goal in life. As best teachers, teach from heart, not from the book. Let's pay tribute and respect to Dr. Sarpalli Radhakrishnan on his 135th birth anniversary. He was the one who wanted to celebrate Teachers' Day in 1962 to pay respect to all teachers and their contributions to the society. Dr. Radhakrishnan remained a teacher throughout his life, despite of all his achievements and contributions. Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru once said, India's peculiar privilege is to have philosopher and great humanist as a president. We celebrate Teachers' Day every year on 5th September to acknowledge and highlight the contribution of teachers and the teaching profession in India. The light of the world that began in the dark and the hope that gives us strength to survive is our teacher. A day kept aside to honor the gifted souls who work every day to make sure that the future is bright for all of us. Parents are our first teachers. Teach us how to walk, how to talk, and every other little things in life. They basically teach us how to live. And teachers are our second parents, have smallest of tempers and greatest of hearts, and are made of way to success. Even in the toughest time of pandemic, they did not compromise with their teaching responsibility and choose work over comfort. Teachers are the pillars of country. They guide and shape the destiny of the students. To teach them to become better human beings. They are the reasons behind the successful career of a student. Teachers like Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan and Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam are some of the renowned names that have given meaning to the word teacher. Teachers are not necessarily present only in schools. Everyone around teaches something or the other. The greatest of all teachers is life that teaches us the art of survival. Our friends, nature, animals, our mistakes, everything is a teacher, some form or the other. Today is the day to honor all of them. I take privilege in wishing all our mentors at my school across the country and globe a very happy Teachers' Day. Teachers are a blessing in disguise. They are the guiding light that guidance our lives all through. Teaching is actually a way of life and not just a profession. We are fortunate to have been blessed with such wonderful teachers who are always out for grooming the students into the finest individuals. We pray for their well-being and success and shower immense respect today and always. Teacher shows us the right path so that we may not go astray. That's why for their well-being, the students should always pray. Thank you, teachers, for all the things you have done for me. Thoughtfulness is a gift I will always treasure. Wishing you all the best. Happy Teachers' Day. Thank you.
Very well delivered, Mannat. May I ask how old you are, Mannat?
I'm 9 years old.
Oh my God. I love your confidence. I absolutely love your confidence.
You are
Because
absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
I recently gained my confidence to speak on a stage at 16 years of age, which is also thanks to my lovely teacher, Dr. Pooja Joshi, for giving me so many opportunities. Next, I would like to call upon Anya Sharma for a dance.
Adiba, just a little bit, just yeah. So before we proceed with our cultural program, and I think this is what the IDYM talks about, that on this platform we get inspired by so many personalities, by so many things, and this is the beauty of this platform. No age bar. I think no age bar is the one concept which this foundation is doing. And I think Adiba, the way Mannat has delivered, it's again a confidence which have boosted all the students who are present here. Nothing is impossible when you start doing that thing.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, Mannat.
I just want if Seema ma'am can share how I did.
Yes. I'm inviting Seema ma'am only after you finish your act. So now with this, I would like to invite my dear Seema Negi ma'am. It's an honor to get to learn so many things from her. And first of all, I would like to congratulate Seema ma'am for receiving the Education Excellence Award today. Congratulations, ma'am, and it's a proud moment for all of us, for the foundation. We need instructors like you in all our schools and colleges, ma'am. And I think you follow a great spirit of the teacher, that a teacher touches a heart, a teacher takes the hand in hand and then opens the mind and touches the heart. That's the beauty of you here, sir. Ma'am, over to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Pooja, and thank you, everyone. Mannat, you were super splendid, fabulous. You know, the confidence that was oozing out when you were speaking, I think that is what I have learned from you. So a teacher in me bows down to a teacher in you. We all are teacher at some point of time. Teacher doesn't come with the tag, yes, you're working in an institution or you are teaching somebody English, Hindi, math, science. Though I'm running a school, still I tell everyone to learn English, Hindi, math, science. Trust me, you don't have to come to school. For that, you have Google. But how to use English, Hindi, math, science in your day-to-day life, how to apply that, for that you need to come to school. As Rajput sir rightly said, things have changed. Collaboration has become the key word, and teachers have changed their attitude. They have changed their way of teaching. We can't teach the way we used to teach ages back. We need to see how we have to move ahead with the generation. I'm a very strong person who speaks about Generation Z because we have to change our methodology according to them. But here, I would like to tell you something. You know, these days we criticize the learning method that is rote learning. We say, what is there in rote learning? But rote learning somewhere down the line was a beautiful method. When our Nalanda was burnt, it took 3 months for the entire manuscript to burn. So there was a meeting by all the scholars that what should we do? How do we retain the knowledge that is there? Then they decide, why not learn that? That was known as कंठस्थ. आप अपने सारे वेदों को कंठस्थ कर लीजिए. So when you learn everything, it stays with you and it goes from one person to other person for generations and generations and generations. So that is how this entire notion of learning started. Over a period of time, I think we just made it rote learning, and students were going to school, just writing the same thing what they have learned, and there was no application, no knowledge, nothing. And then down the line, we all became mere teachers. You might be wondering, why am I saying that? Because my dear teachers and everyone who is listening, from teachers we have to become the guru, because in Sanskrit we say the one who gives information is called upadhyay. The one who gives knowledge is called adhyapak. The one who then gives the skill is called acharya. And the one who provides insight is called pandit. The one who gives foresight is called drishta. And the one who assimilates everything and provide you wisdom is guru. So it's time that each one of us as teachers, we become guru. The day we will become guru, we will be the true role model for the entire society. I would like to share a very small story. There was a very high society dinner where all the CEOs were sitting and they were discussing about the society, the education system, everything. And one of the CEOs said, you know what? Education is basically on the hands of people, in the hands of people who have no option left. So they become teacher. What do you have to say? And everybody started adding to this that, okay, yes, if you don't have anything, you become a teacher. It's a half-day job, this, that. So there was one teacher sitting and they said, okay, honestly tell us, you are a teacher. What do you do? And teacher replied, what I do? Well, I make a child feel that he or she is important. I make a child feel that even if you have got C+, or even you have got D, there are chances that you will improve. I show the path how to improve and how to go ahead. I show the path that IQ is not everything. EQ, SQ, AQ, everything matters. I ensure that the child is sitting in my class for a whole 45 minutes, wherein as a parent, it is very difficult for you to make a child sit for 5 minutes without gadget. I make a child learn how to read. I make a child learn how to write. I make a child learn how to calculate and how to use math in the daily life. I am the one who make a child understand how to give respect, how to do hard work, and how to bring skill to your life. I am the one who informs or teaches the child to collaborate, to move ahead, to inspire, and to become inspiration. It's me who is teacher. Maybe you might feel, because you are leading an organization, you all are CEOs, you might feel that it's you who is leading the world, but it's me, the teacher, who is making the difference. So my dear friends, it's me, the teacher, who is making the difference, because one day somebody asked me, what do I teach? And I said, मैं जिंदगी पढ़ाती हूँ और मेरी पाठशाला जिंदगी की पाठशाला है. So for all the international audience, I said I teach life, and that is what my class is known as. I take a special subject called Principal ki Pathshala, that is Principal's period, Principal's classroom, and there I teach them life. I don't teach English, Hindi, math, science. For that, I have wonderful gurus in my school. I teach them how to use English, Hindi, math, science, and I believe that each and every child needs to have voice and choice, and that is what I am doing in my school. If each one of us give that voice and choice to this young generation, trust me, we will make a beautiful world and we will make a difference. चाणक्य ने कहा था, शिक्षक कभी साधारण नहीं होता है, शिक्षक कभी साधारण नहीं होता. प्रलय और निर्माण उसकी गोद में खेलते हैं. As per Chanakya, teacher is never an ordinary person. Both construction and destruction belongs to him. So we are teacher, and I'm very proud. I don't believe in one teacher's day. Every day is our day because we are the people who, when go to class, there is no retake moment for us. We have to go deliver our 100% and come out and say, oh yes, I have done a good job. You know, though we don't get Oscar and Grammy, but then we are the one who are there without any retake. So all my dear friends, each one of you, you are a teacher at some point of time. Give your 100% so that you don't have to give any retake. Thank you so much. Happy Teachers Day to everyone, and the learner in me bows down to the learner in me. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Seema ma'am. Indeed, the way you have given your speech, I think not a speech, the way you have talked what you are doing. आप जिंदगी पढ़ाती हैं. आई थिंक यही एक शिक्षक का काम है कि हमें बच्चों की जिंदगी में डिफरेंस लाना है. और टीचर टीचर्स टू मेक द डिफरेंस, नॉट द क्लासरूम. Very rightly said, ma'am, and all the words which you have delivered was very inspiring. Thank you once again. And we need to make more such kind, and the students who are here should listen that it's just not about the marks. It's the life skill that you need to learn from a teacher. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for your valuable time.
Thank you, Pooja. Just would like to say from this forum, because I know the passion that Ravi ji has. दुष्यंत कुमार जी की कविता की 4 लाइनें सुनाऊंगी. हो गई है पीर पर्वत सी पिघलनी चाहिए, इस हिमालय से कोई गंगा निकलनी चाहिए. मेरे सीने में नहीं तो तेरे सीने में सही, हो कहीं भी आग लेकिन आग जलनी चाहिए. जिस दिन हमने ये शिक्षा की आग हर घर में जला दी, उस दिन we will be a different nation, we will be a different world. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. I think सही बोला आपने. जिस गुरु ने एक भी अक्षर पढ़ाया हो, सदैव उस गुरु का सम्मान करना हमारी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी बनता है. हमें उनसे सीखना है. हर पल हमें सीखना चाहिए. Thank you, ma'am. Now, to move ahead with our culture program, I would like to give the platform to Kavya.
Thank you, ma'am. They inspire you, they entertain you, and you end up learning a ton, even when you don't know. Now, I would like to call upon Shreya for singing. Shreya?
Happy Teachers Day to all my teachers in my life, and today I am going to dedicate this song to all my lovely teachers. Happy Teachers Day. When I was lonely, you were with me. When I was silent, you spoke up for me. When I gave up, you gave me strength to stay. When I faltered, you cheered me on. When I doubted, you believed in me. I was lost before you showed the way. And I always remember the things that you said. And I followed my dreams where they led. It was you. You are the reason I'm here today. I followed my heart just like you. You changed my life and I want to stay. My world is much brighter with you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Shreya. That was really beautiful. Actually, it's really true how teachers help us when we are in a lost or when we don't know something. Teacher always inspires us and tells us what is it, how we have to do it. Thank you so much, Shreya, for this beautiful song. Adiba, over to you.
Now I would like to call upon Alankrita.
Yes. Good evening, everyone. I am Alankrita Panigrahi of Grade 5A from Billabong High International School, Vadodara. And today I am going to recite a poem dedicated to my teachers. It takes a special person to teach a child in a class, to just keep his attention in a world that moves so fast, to show a child he is unique, with talents deep inside, to build him his confidence so he can beam with pride, to share a little patience for a child who lost his way, for a child who feels abandoned, who has seen better days, to inspire and to motivate so a child can learn and grow into this big wide world that has its highs and lows. You are a special person. You always give your best, and for every child who has your class, their life is truly blessed. Thank you, teachers, for being with us. Thank you.
Thank you, Alankrita. That was a lovely poem. Now it's time for a dance performance by Anya Sharma.
Hello everyone, I am Anya Sharma from Billabong High International School, and today I am going to perform a dance for the God of Knowledge, Sri Ganesha, on the dance. Thank you. Happy Teachers' Day to all.
Thank you for the performance, Anya Sharma. It's
What a
really
mind
inspiring when
Continue, Adiba, continue. I think we lost her. Okay.
No, sorry, I got interrupted by my younger brother.
Okay, it's okay, Beta. It's okay.
It's really inspiring when students talk about teachers, how they have helped them to go through some tough times and help them to get better, and be creative. Students show gratitude towards their teachers. It's really amazing. Now I would like to call Palash Joshi to present a speech on Teachers' Day.
Good evening to my respected teachers and my classmates. Today we have gathered here to celebrate the birthday of Dr. S. Radhakrishnan, one of the eminent teachers and scholars of India. He was one of the greatest statesmen and philosophers. Despite being from a poor Brahmin family, his thirst for knowledge never reduced. He was elected as the second president of India. The great philosopher's birthday is regarded as Teachers' Day. The day is special for every teacher and student. On this day, we students show our gratitude towards our teachers. Even during the pandemic, our teachers had never stopped teaching us. Even if they were suffering from the deadly pandemic, they had taught us through various virtual platforms like this one. It is a great honor for me to give this speech and express my gratitude and respect towards my teachers on this auspicious day. We will always be your students, no matter how big we become. Finally, I would like to thank my teachers for being a strong pillar in my life and guiding me in every phase of my life. Last but not least, I would like to wish all my beloved teachers a very happy Teachers' Day. Thank you.
Thank you, Palash, for the beautiful speech. गुरु का महत्व कभी होगा ना कम. गुरु का महत्व कभी होगा ना कम. भले कर ले कितनी भी उन्नति हम. वैसे तो है इंटरनेट पे हर प्रकार का ज्ञान, पर अच्छे बुरे की नहीं है उसे पहचान. Moving on to our next performer, I would like to call Kamya to recite a shlok and deliver a speech.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes. Akhandamandalakaram vyaptam yena characharam tatpadam darshitam yena तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः. अर्थात उस महान गुरु को मेरा अभिवादन जिसने उस अवस्था का साक्षात्कार करना संभव किया जो पूरे ब्रह्मांड में व्याप्त है, सभी जीवित और मृत में. गुरु की जीवन में बड़ी महिमा है. वह उस रोशनी के समान है जो अंधेरे जीवन में प्रकाश लाते हैं. हालांकि यह कोई औपचारिक पदवी नहीं है. हर वह व्यक्ति जिससे ज्ञान की प्राप्ति कर जीवन को बेहतर बनाया जा सकता है, वही गुरु है. Good evening, the galaxy of eminent speakers and panelists. I am Kamya Jory of grade 7 from Billabong High International School, Vadodara. Today, I'll be presenting my views on Teachers' Day, which happens to be on 5th September and is celebrated on the birth anniversary of our first Vice President, Dr. Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan. He was a brilliant professor, and once, when a student wanted to celebrate his birthday, he told them that instead of celebrating his birthday, it would be a proud privilege if 5th September is observed as Teachers' Day across the nation. So, here we are, commemorating this day to honor one of the most important people of our lives, and they are our beloved teachers. I'm blessed to have an army of thoughtful and empathetic teachers around me. One such example is here on this platform, sitting with us, Dr. Pooja Dikshit. She's always encouraged and motivated me to explore my hidden talents, to push my limits, to use my potential to the optimum, and to expand my horizon. Thank you so much, ma'am, for believing in me. Today, I would like to present some shloks and dohas for my teachers. Guru Govind dono khade काके लागू पाए बलिहारी गुरु आपने गोविंद दियो मिलाए कबीरा गोविंद दियो मिलाए. अर्थात गुरु और गोविंद एक साथ खड़े हों तो आप किसे प्रणाम करेंगे, गुरु को या गोविंद को? ऐसी स्थिति में गुरु के श्री चरणों में शीश झुकाना उत्तम है, जिनके कृपा रूपी प्रसाद से गोविंद के दर्शन करने का सौभाग्य प्राप्त हुआ है। गुरु समान दाता नहीं, याचक शीश समान, तीन लोक की संपदा 100 गुरु दिनी दान। अर्थात गुरु के समान कोई बड़ा दाता नहीं और शिष्य के जैसा याचक नहीं। त्रिलोक की संपत्ति से भी बढ़कर ज्ञान गुरु ने हमें दे दिया है। गुरु को सिर राखिए चलिए आज्ञा माही, कहे कबीरता दास को तीन लोको भय नाही। अर्थात गुरु को अपना सिर मुकुट मानकर उसकी आज्ञा में चले। कबीर साहिब कहते हैं, ऐसे शिष्य को तीन लोकों से भी भय नहीं लगता। गुरु बिन ज्ञान ना उपजे, गुरु बिन मिले ना मोक्ष, गुरु बिन लेख ना सत्य को, गुरु बिन मिटे ना दोष। अर्थात गुरु के बिना ज्ञान नहीं आता और न ही मोक्ष प्राप्त होता है। गुरु के बिना सत्य की प्राप्ति भी नहीं होती